Hi everyone, today's workout is an energising boost to the core. So this is going to help lift your spirits and energise you on your way to do whatever else you want to do in the day. So let's get started and don't forget to subscribe. So let's start on all fours, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And we'll start in a neutral position where you have a little bit of a dip in the lower back, but it's not forced, but always your belly is lifting away from the floor. So we're going to start with some cat-cows. For cat, you're going to draw your belly in, curl through the spine, press up towards the ceiling. For cat, you're going to draw your chest through your arms, bend it up a little bit, allow the lower back to dip. Curving through the spine, drawing the belly up, curving for cat. And then draw your chest forwards, cow. Allow the lower back to lower towards the floor. Drawing the belly in, lifting tall, and keeping the belly engaged and lifting up while you take your chest forward. And one more time, curling through, draw belly to spine, and then draw your chest forward, bending your elbows a little bit. Now curve through the spine, and keep the curve. Keep the curve as a nice lower back stretch, and until you just can't keep it anymore, and then lower all the way down, seat to heels, relax the arms in front of you, and just rest here. This is a child's pose. We're just taking a moment or two just to awaken through the spine and allow the spine to lengthen here. So you can have your feet a little bit, your knees a little bit wider, or you can have the knees together, your choice. And then let's walk our hands over to the right hand side, place the left hand on top of the right, and just stretching through the left side of the body, so wherever you are. If your bottom doesn't come to your heels, place a couple of cushions maybe in between, raise your heels up towards your bottom, so place something in between them. Once you feel stretched on that left hand side, walk your hands over to the left, so stretching through the right hand side. And already you probably can tell there's a difference between sides. That's perfectly normal. And walking back to the centre, coming back to our 4-point kneeling position. So we're going to start to work a little bit more through the core with some tabletops. So keeping our neutral place now. So the back of the pelvis is nice and level with the ceiling. The belly is lifting up and in, and you have a little bit of a dip in your lower back, but it's a natural, not a forced one. So keeping this position still, we're going to take opposite arm and leg away from each other, keeping the left hip facing the floor, and then draw them back underneath. Left arm, right leg reach away from each other, and then draw them back underneath. So you probably want to keep a point of reference on the floor for your eyes to focus at. It helps to keep you completely still. If you're finding you're wobbling around a lot, keep the back foot on the floor. So you're working within your range. You're keeping still and stable and going to your maximum. On the next time, we reach our right arm and left leg away from each other, you're going to just lift them up towards the ceiling. And then draw knee to nose, and reach the arm and leg away from each other. Knee to nose. 2 more times, reach them away, lifting tall. And draw knee to nose, belly into spine, reaching away, and curving through. Good. Place the right hand down, other side. So the left arm, right leg reach away. And up, and then knee to nose, reaching left arm, right leg away, and draw knee to nose, really reaching away, keeping the belly lifted, drawing the belly in, knee to nose. One more time, reach, and then knee to nose. Come back to centre, and check that your hands are underneath your shoulders, so look at your shoulders, look at your hands, and your knees are under your hips. So again, look at your hips and look at your knees. Okay, so we're going to go a little bit further. You're going to reach your right arm and left leg away from each other, and then take them out to the side. back to center, and down. And the left side comes away, out from the midline, out from your center, back to in line with the body, and down. Do that 2 more times. Reaching away, and out, back to center, and down. And then left arm, right leg, reach away, out away from you, back to center, and down. And then just sit back, go back into your child's pose, and have a rest. And just before we do any more core work, we're just going to make sure that the rest of the spine is nice and awake. So you're going to come back onto all fours, and you're going to take your right arm up towards the ceiling with thread the needle, looking up, bending the left elbow, thread the arm through. And reaching tall, breathing in to reach, breathing out to thread. You try and keep your hips above your knees to get your maximum amount of twist in the spine. 2 more times, reaching and threading through, reaching tall, threading through, and place that hand down. The left side, same thing, so reach the arm tall, keep the belly lifted, and draw your arm through. So inhale, reaching tall, exhale, keep the hips above the knees if you can, reaching tall, threading through. 1 more, inhaling, and exhaling. Okay, place the hands down, and then come down onto your back. So just flip the legs through. So come to lie down, and again we're going to find our neutral spine. So that means the pubic bone and your hip bones are level with each other, and again you probably have a little bit of a gap in your lower back, but it's not forced, okay? So you can find that neutral spine position, place the arms down by the sides, and then walk your feet towards your bottom just a little bit more. So do some spine curls. So you're going to roll the hips up towards the ceiling, and you're going to inhale, reach the arms up above your chest. If this is too much, of course, you can keep the hands down. And roll back down, keeping the arms lifted. Come back to neutral, roll through neutral, roll the hips up towards the sky, keep the ribs softening in towards the hips. Softening upper back, middle back, lower back, pelvis back to neutral. Rolling through your spine this time, staying nice and high, and lifting your left leg in line with your right, straight away. Feel it in the back of the right leg. Bend the foot, place it down, keeping everything still. The right leg reaches away. Coming back, placing the right foot down. 1 more each side. So the left leg reaches in line with the right. Keeping the arms lifted if you can. Left leg down, right leg reaches in line with the left. Back down, and rolling all the way back down. Keep the arms lifted. We're going to go up again. Reaching nice and tall. This time lift the left leg up towards the ceiling. Flex the foot, lower it down to in line with the other leg. Lift it up. Flex and lower. 1 more time. Lift it up. Flex and lower. And then place that foot down. Right leg comes up. Point the foot. Flex and lower. In line with the other foot. Point and lift. Flex and lower. Point and lift. Flex and lower. Keep the hips still. And then finally lowering all the way back down. Arms come back down. Lovely. Okay, so widen through the hands. So the hands come off the mat, palms facing up. Draw the legs together. Draw the heels off the floor and gently bring your legs into a knee fold position. Keep the knees completely squeezing together and the ankles squeezing together too. If you can, keep the knee over the hip. So again, look at where your body is and see. So keeping the top part of your spine and your shoulders relaxed, you can take the legs over to the right hand side, keeping the left shoulder on the floor. Take the legs up towards the ceiling, take them over to the left hand side, keeping the right shoulder on the floor. So here we're roughly going to where the wall and ceiling meet. Not too far, I want you to control the movement. We're working our obliques here, and we're moving through the spine. If this is okay, you want to go a little bit further, you can extend the legs. Inhaling and exhaling, bending up and over. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bending, coming over again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, reaching over. Inhale, reach. And exhale, come back to center. Fantastic. Place the hands behind the head. And this time, separate the knees, separate the feet, curling up a little bit. You don't have to curl up. It's your choice. If you're curled up, I want you to look between the knees and keep the head pressing into your arms. Keep the elbows in the corner of your eye. We're going to tap the toe towards the floor. Exhaling. Inhale back. Exhale. Inhale back. So you're looking between your knees. You're keeping the spine completely still. You're keeping your belly drawing down towards your spine. And if your belly or your body pop, you don't go quite as fast. You moderate the range of movement. Maybe you're just going a little bit away and back, that's fine. If it's too much with the curl up, you bring your body down. You can do the same thing like this. So let's do 5 more. Exhale as you tap. Inhale as you draw back in. Breathing out, breathing in, keeping your pelvis still, keeping the curl up as much as you can, and then finishing up on the other side to the one you began on, and then rolling all the way back down. Draw the knees in towards the chest, have a little break. Fantastic. So now we're pretty warmed up, we're going to work through our core, waking it. Energizing ourselves. So, placing the feet on the floor, you're going to gently place your hands behind your back. I'm going to do these really slowly today. So take some time again to find your neutral pelvis. What I don't want is when you curl up for this to happen, for your tailbone to lift. So you keep your tailbone on the floor as you curl up. Hands again behind the head, and you really have your head heavy in the hands. The hands are helping take the weight out of your neck. So curling up, looking between your knees, and you're curling up to the tips of the shoulder blades. No higher, no lower. Okay, don't want you to be up here. Look, keep it on a nice long spine. So here we are, I'm going to keep looking through the knees, and I'm going to roll gently back down. So just do some plain curl up to start with. Exhale, curling up, looking between the knees. Inhale, rolling back down. Exhale, curling up, look between the knees. Inhale, back down. So keeping the pelvis really still. The slower, the harder it is. You get a little bit of shake. Brilliant. Exhale, looking between the knees. Inhale, back down. On the next one, exhale, curl up. And pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower back down, and again, so 8 slow ones, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, next one, hold it out and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower it all the way back down, have a break, draw the knees in towards the chest, and just rock and roll from side to side. So those are our plain curl-ups. So let's make it a little bit more interesting now. You're going to place the feet back down. We're just going to practice the legs first before we add in the arms and the curl-up. So you're just going to keep your pelvis completely still, keep your hands on your hips for a second, and roll one knee out towards the floor, keeping everything else still. The standing leg remains standing, and then back to center. Then the other leg drops away with control, and then you draw it back in with control. So that's the movement. One leg moves, roll onto the outside of your foot, but the other leg stays standing. So let's add in the curl up now. So to start with, just plain curls. You're going to look between your knees. As you curl up, your knee drops out. You draw back down gently. So you exhale as you curl up, your knee drops to the other side. So you're alternating legs each time. So let's do 5 more of these. And down. And curling up. Try and coordinate your movements. And curling up for 4. And back down. Other side. Curling up 3. Keep looking between your knees. Curl. Keep the work going in the abdominals. 2. Keep the opposite hip still. Final 1. Looking between your knees. Finishing up. Back to centre and down. Lovely. So let's have a break from these for a second. We're going to come back to them with some obliques. So you're going to keep your hands behind your head. You're going to curl up, look between your knees. You're going to reach one arm down, the other arm down. The first arm goes back, the second arm goes back, and you're rolling all the way back down. You're going to curl up. You're going to reach one arm long, the other arm long. The first arm returns, the second arm returns, and back down. So you're curling up, but now starting to take the weight into our necks a little bit, strengthening our neck. But we're taking the hand back behind it so it's not there too long. If your neck is painful in any way, just keep doing plain curl-ups. Reach the arm back, the other arm back, rolling back down, final 1, curling up, reach the arm, back, and rolling all the way back down. Okay, so let's add in an oblique twist with our knee drops. So you're going to curl up. As you curl up, the knee drops, the right knee drops, you twist over to the left-hand side, back to centre and down. So we're doing these slowly today. Curling up, the left leg goes away, twisting to the right, back to centre and down. You'll notice I'm not going very far. I'm focusing on controlling the central part of my body, keeping this still, rather than twisting all the way around. So it's just a simple movement, but it's really effective. Just twisting around, back to centre and down. You want to keep like a diagonal line, so the opposite rib is connecting to the standing hip. Back to centre. So let's do 4 more. Twisting around. Back to centre and down. Twisting around. Back to centre and down. 3 more. So the opposite leg, the one is standing with the one you're twisting towards. And keeping the pelvis as still as you can, keeping the hips level. 3. Twisting across. And down. Twisting across. 2. Final 1. Twist across. Reach. Going back down in between each one, really slowly, really effective. Back to centre, down, and once again draw the knees in towards the chest. Okay, so whichever way you can, roll up to come to sit. You can lengthen your legs a little bit if you want to. Okay, it doesn't matter if the feet don't reach the ground. Reach the arms away, sit it nice and tall, and then roll back, curving through the spine, relax the shoulders to the back of the pelvis. Lifting up tall, inhaling, exhale, draw the belly in, curve through, relax through the shoulders. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, rolling back. Inhale, nice and tall, rolling back, belly in. Lifting up nice and tall. The next one we're going to roll down really slowly. So we're rolling back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relaxing all the way back down. And I'm going to go again. So rolling up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's do that one more time. So rolling back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rolling back up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relaxing the arms down. Okay, let's extend the legs out in front of us. Sitting up nice and tall. If you can't sit up tall here, again, sit on a cushion or two, as many as you need. Legs in front of us, arms out nice to the side, slightly in front of us, palms facing down. We can turn the head, turn the chest, and the arms move because they're attached to us, and then back to center. Turn the head, turn the chest, look behind you, and come back to center. So the arms are moving not because they help you reach any further, but because they're literally attached to our rib cage. So looking towards the backhand, back to center. Head, chest, look towards the backhand, back to center. Turning the head, turn the chest, reach the arms away from each other. So we're just twisting through the spine, we're sitting up nice and tall and upright, which is part of the exercise. Looking behind us, back to center, turn the head, reach. Back to center, turn the head, reach. Back to center, and relax the arms. Okay, just give your legs a shake as well. Okay, so let's come to do our side planks. So take your feet to one side, cross your ankles. The underneath hand comes slightly in front of your pelvis. The top hand reaches in front of the top knee. Inhale, reaching up and over. And exhale down. Do 2 more of these. So reaching up and over, lift the hips up. And exhale down. 1 more, reaching up, banana up, lift the hips high. And exhale down. Just lower the knees gently and stretch out the underside of the body. Okay, then flip the legs over. So, crossing ankles again. The left leg, on your left side, comes on top of the underneath leg. Okay, so reset. Inhale, reaching up. And you can use this first one as a sort of test of how long you are if you're in the right length. Inhale up, banana up as much as you can. Exhale down. And 1 more, lifting the hips high, reaching up. And exhale. Down again. Draw the knees towards each other, stretching up and over the underneath side. Okay, so placing hands underneath the shoulders. And we're going to come into some planks. We're going to start off with baby planks and then we'll go into the full plank. So, tucking the toes under, lifting the knees and holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower back down, breathing in. And breathing out, lift the knees an inch for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower them back down, breathing in. Breathing out, holding this time for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Just sit back, reach the arms away, and have a very quick rest. Forehead on the floor, and you can rock from side to side if you want to. We're going to come back and we're going to do full planks. And if you don't want to do full plank, you stay with that baby plank version. So come to the front of the mat, have your shoulders over your wrists, have your knees underneath your hips, and as you extend your leg back, your right leg back, everything stays still. Only your leg is moved. Extend the left leg back and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the right knee underneath you, draw the left knee underneath you. Sit back, have a rest. If your planks are hurting your wrists, you can come to the front of your mat and have half of your hand on, half of your hand off. It's the same thing. Okay, so let's do another plank. We're going to hold it, this one, for 20 counts. Okay, so if you want your hands half on, half off, come to the position. And then this time send the left leg away, and then the right leg away. And hold for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw the left knee under, draw the right knee under, sit back, and just have a rest. So if you want to release your wrists a little bit, just press the back of the wrists towards each other. So you can just do that. Just circle them, give them a little shake. All the hard work is done. We're just going to do a nice little simple stretch now. So come down onto your back again. And then just shift your hips off the floor and over to the left hand side. So that you can take your knees over to the right. And if it feels good, you can reach your left arm in line with the shoulder and look back at your left fingertips. So if this feels good, that's fine. If it doesn't, it's fine. It should be a stretch. We're stretching through the shoulder, stretching a little bit through the side of the body that we've worked hard. And just taking a moment for the breath to return back to normal. Lifting the knees up gently, use your centre, and then shift the hips over to the right, and then the knees come down over to the left. So you can see the knees are quite high in towards my chest. And the right hand comes out if it's comfortable for you, looking over your right fingertips. Allowing the side here to stretch out. And gently drawing your knees back to centre, and then roll onto the side and press yourself back up. And there you go. Have a short, energising workout just to really lift spirits using our core. So thank you very much for watching. As always, any comments, any suggestions, always welcome. Otherwise, I'll see you next time, and please don't forget to subscribe.